fantastic. But
gorgeous.
Yeah. We are not playing Dragon Ball Fighters here on this stream. We are instead playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And here we have MVL versus Felker. Wario, as I mentioned before, versus Young Link. Now, Young Link is definitely one of those characters that a lot of people were very, very afraid of early on. The character is definitely regarded as very strong, but not quite as fearsome as people were originally anticipating, just because I think he's very, very demanding.
Very demanding, and a lot of people criticize Young Link's, let's say, like kill setups can be very difficult to land sometimes with the character.
You have to be incredibly quick on your reactions. You have to be very kind of elusive with your pressure. As good as this character's pressure tools are, not having a good grab really, really hurts him, and not having threatening throws either, outside of a few low percent combos out of up throw, really, really hurts in terms of the character's overall ability to perform. That said though, Felker doing a good job keeping this close, slight, very, very marginal lead over MVL, but MVL just closing that gap with those chomps. With the deep edge guard from MVL as well. Of course, that's another weakness in Young Link's gameplay, not the best recovery in the world.
Felker doing a pretty good job at keeping Wario out with the projectiles.
A very, very close game so far, but definitely one I would say kind of in Wario's favor, unless Felker is really able to capitalize off of some kind of setup. Right, MVL just kind of slowing it down.
Yeah, Felker just throwing the kitchen sink at MVL, and MVL just standing there. He's like, okay, sure. I'll just wait.
No reason not to. Oh, almost getting that down smash down. I don't know if that would have killed on the back hit, but it is pretty strong.
Misses the down air. That would definitely have been the kill there.
Those fire arrows, such a low cooldown on those, and of course they launch the opponents, allowing you to get follow-ups.
Felker really testing MVL's patience right now. And that's the nair, and that will be the kill at 150%.
Now, of course, now that you have this stock lead as Young Link, you can afford to play a little bit more slowly, a little bit more methodically, but MVL is not going to allow that opportunity. He's instead going to take that stock immediately with the down air.
Oh, so this up B is deceptively difficult to punish, actually.
Yeah, it has less lag on it than you would initially think, and especially because Young Link is able to combo out of his up B with...
up air.
Yeah, up air. Alright, MVL now just trying to harass Felker, just kind of sharking underneath these platforms, trying to keep him pinned there and deal as much damage as he can. Oh, almost getting that clap. That would have been fatal had he landed that.
Absolutely.
Right, just shy of 4 minutes left on the clock. Definitely a much slower paced game than the ones that we're used to. Oh, the footstool, is he gonna get the punish? No.
Oh, he tries to get a read on the roll. Doesn't work out. Great tech by Felker. Almost snipes him with the bomb on the way back.
Critical tech, and you know that MVL didn't actually want to send him that way. He wanted to send him outwards to get the KO there. Almost getting the drag down fair into the up smash, but a little bit off on the spacing.
Felker just content playing from the corners with his projectiles and just making MVL come from like uncomfortable positions.
MVL kind of trying to slow down the pace, just stick to these platforms and maybe look for an opportunity, but calls out dropping the shield with the dash attack, releasing the shield.
And I think that can make it difficult for MVL is also that the platforms are not as great as they were in previous games. There is no shield drop option, for example. Making it a lot more difficult to approach from them.
Yeah, definitely difficult to approach from them, as well as deal with pressure on the platforms. That confirm into the forward air. That's going to be it. And once again, evening the stocks right up with no damage taken. Oh, wow, that up B anti-airing the neutral air. Very up the shield. We're going to get another combo, this time into the back air.
This up B also racking up so much damage.
So MVL just hasn't landed a hit this entire stock until then, but still, Waft is a factor that you always have to consider, or it doesn't take too much for Wario to steal away games.
You can never count Wario out.
Tried to be a little bit fancy there with that bomb, but ultimately backfiring. That is not a safe down air, but still no punish.
Very nice conversion, getting the boomerang into up air, sealing the game.
Excellent stuff coming out from Felker, just remaining composed throughout that game, just sticking to his game plan, keeping MVL out to the best of his ability, and just allowing him to really expand that lead bit by bit and prevent him from making that comeback.
So I wonder where MVL is going to take him. It seems like these platforms were more of a hindrance than a help for him.
Yeah, I think a flatter stage will probably benefit Wario if he chooses to stick with him. Because I know Wario typically, I know in Smash 4, you'd often see Gluttony counterpick to FD as Wario. I don't know if the same remains true in this game. Okay, yeah, we're getting a flat stage in Pokemon Stadium. And whether or not MVL sticks with the Wario, we'll have to wait and see. He may make a switch to the Pokemon trainer. No, he is sticking it out with the Wario, it seems. Going for the baby blue and the pink.
Wario has a lot of choices when it comes to counterpicking colors, at least.
Not as many as he used to. Not as many as he used to. Everyone only has 8 costumes in this game now.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Him and Little Mac losing out costumes in this game. Oh, poor Little Mac, but Little Mac's not on the screen at the moment.
Probably won't be.
Probably not. Maybe at the start of the next wave, who knows, but at this point in the bracket, I don't think we have any of the notable Little Mac players here, so instead we're going to focus on Young Link and Wario. Wario, once again, having a hard time working his way in versus this barrage of projectiles.
So platforms, not as many platforms like preventing Wario's approaches, but more space for Felker to run around and shoot projectiles. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, that additional space is definitely critical. More of a gap for MVL to close, and doing so as a relatively slow character as Wario. Of course, very mobile in the air, but on the ground, not the fastest there is. Real tricky time.
Felker doing such a good job just covering Wario's angles of approach. So much damage racked up. At this point, it'll take a boomerang into forward air or up air.
Yeah, MVL just kind of playing this very slow, and this, of course, is kind of one of the benefits that MVL has. If he's playing this game very, very slow, Waft will gradually build up, but finally Felker getting that first stock.
But Felker, of course, is not going to make it easy for MVL to get Wario's Waft setups.
Definitely not. With the way that he's playing, with how elusive that he's playing, with the way that he's setting up the bombs in particular, he's placing them in positions to kind of force MVL's hand, force the approach to certain avenues, and then kind of capitalizing from there.
Oh. Very nice patience from MVL. Oh, don't approach me, I have arrows.
Those arrows, so tricky to deal with at times.
Just frustrating him with them.
Yeah. Frustrating is definitely the move that I would use to describe that move. Ooh, MVL going for the up smash there to try to catch the landing, but a little bit too slow to come out right there. Ooh.
Damn, this is looking rough right now for MVL.
Incredibly rough, and it just feels like the frustration is beginning to set in. I know MVL is one of a relatively young player, so it can be difficult to remain composed when you don't have as much tournament experience at that age, but still, MVL has proven himself time and time again.
My goodness, how do you get in? Eh?
Well, that's the start.
The Nair unfortunately doesn't hit twice, so Felker manages to escape.
Good parry on that, and now this is MVL's chance to capitalize. Wow. He anticipated Felker to roll in, but considering the general archetype of young Link, he simply wasn't going to do that.
Felker, such presence of mind with it. And that's exactly what he needed this match.
You know, I was saying that he wasn't going to roll in, and then the moment that it happened, he rolls in and dies.
Yep. But that's the power of Wario right there.
Indeed it is, and now suddenly MVL is the one in the lead, but not by very much at all.
That was so nice by Felker. He landed with the Nair and noticed that the shield was down, so he just went for the down smash, which shield stabbed.
Very, very nice. And that combo as well, starting off from Felker. Everything's kind of just working in his favor so far this game. Outside of that WOP confirm, MVL hasn't been able to do too much by comparison.
MVL.
But the offense starting.
Putting the pressure. Oh, he doesn't get the second forward there.
Great call out on the jump right there.
Will he get the edge guard? Very nice air dodge by Felker. Back throw.
Surprised that grab actually managed to catch him.
Will MVL be able to get through this wall of projectiles one last time?
I feel like next time MVL gets a knockdown, potentially from a late fair, he's going to try to anticipate a roll in this time from Felker. That's what he's been opting for the past few times. That's what he got his KO from.
Does he get the edge guard? Oh, he barely misses the up B. That would have been it.
That would have been it, as well as that forward air. That also would have been it, but both these players maybe succumbing to nerves very, very slightly. Oh, what a great sliding forward tilt. Excellent stuff. MVL getting one on the board. We have another Game 3 set between these two talented players.
That was a great final play by MVL. Seeing an opportunity to just dash in when while Felker was picking up a bomb and then just smacking him.
Yeah. Sometimes that's kind of what separates the men from the boys in terms of those situations. Just being able to call out those sort of options in those last hit scenarios and just go for something aggressive. That's what really helps cement a lot of victories in this game in particular.
Absolutely, and it's a very difficult task in that situation because Felker has been so good at mixing up his projectiles, mixing up his patterns. And when you're so good at mixing up your projectiles, that's when you're a really great young Link player.
Yes, absolutely.
Like being creative, always like making your opponents second guess themselves.
Right, we're going back to Battlefield. As mentioned before, there is no DSR in this tournament. 3 bans, no DSR. And this time, MVL opting for the more defensive strategy, just kind of camping the platforms.
Absolutely. So the thing that makes a Battlefield really nice for young Link here is that the platform kind of acts as like a protection for him. When he stands under a platform, Wario can't really approach him from above.
But at the same time, it's a little bit difficult for young Link to pressure that platform. A lot of his best projectiles don't really angle there unless he comes in from the side.
Exactly.
Not to mention, of course, the character's grab isn't particularly great, so a little bit tricky to pressure that platform at times.
Okay, patience from MVL. Not getting reckless.
Good parry. Wow, the turnaround chomp.
That was beautiful.
Brute forcing through with a dash attack. We see him just trying to stay underneath these platforms, shark underneath them, get those big hits, maybe the up airs or the back airs, but just a little bit off on the spacing.
Oh, very nice by Felker. Recognized that MVL was being a bit too passive and runs in with the grab.
Yeah, that's exactly what you kind of need to do. Part of the conditioning with young Link. Oh no, the tether missing his mark. So unfortunate for Felker right there, losing that stock. You definitely don't want to be at this kind of deficit versus characters like Wario.
So Felker running in with grabs more and more. We'll see if MVL catches on.
Yeah, try to whiff punish the grabs.
Exactly, because that can be really deadly for young Link to whiff. Ooh, nice confirm.
Not enough rage on the on young Link yet to get that KO for the KO for up tilt. But that forward air more than enough.
Very good read by MVL.
Yeah, excellent read on the roll in, but again, not able to punish. Shield grab might have reached there, but that dash grab definitely wasn't fast enough.
Oh, MVL, good patience, no punish though. So he goes for it again.
And even in those situations, I'm surprised that he's not going for that dash tag, but the up tilt waft, stealing that stock away, and now MVL with a real comfortable lead versus Felker.
Now Felker has to be a lot more aggressive now if he wants to make a comeback here. But he is, and it's working out right now.
Yeah, these projectiles, the fire arrows in particular, just doing so much work for Felker. Can he keep him pinned in the air? Good stuff with the grab, catching that landing.
And his aggression is working out, and it might be because for most of the set, Felker has almost always been in the lead, basically. And now MVL has to deal with Felker's more aggressive style for the first time.
Yeah, being able to adapt on the fly is going to be important for MVL, just trying
close out the set, yeah.
Exactly, just trying to understand what exactly Felker is going for and when. Gotta be on the lookout for moves like that down tilt.
Oh, and he gets...
Oh, that was genius!
Perfect.
That was so smart. I'm getting flashbacks to